welcome back. I'm so happy you found a little moment in your precious day to see what I am up to. And on this Wednesday, if you are new here, of course, I wish you welcome. My name is Yanni and I'm doing this all about Christmas channel. On this channel, you will find a lot and lot of seasonal decor and daily decor through the year. So enough to see. If you want to see more DIYs, come on over to my description box. There you find the link for this channel and for our main channel, Deco Easy, I'm doing together with Diane. So enough inspiration. If you like this, of course, I hope you will click the red subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. So for now, I'm going to take out my tumbling tower blocks and my glue gun, and I'm going to try to make a seasonal and a daily farmhouse truck, so you can use it for either way. So if you like this also, get out your tumbling tower blocks too and your glue gun, but if you only want to watch, of course, have fun watching. I have my tumbling tower blocks, I have my glue gun, and I have my glue sticks, so we are ready to start the base of our truck. And like I said earlier, I already made a truck, but I have to be honest, this was not one of my greatest things. And most of the time I didn't come out with the blocks, and I hope I found now an easier way just to make a simple base of a farmhouse truck so you can decorate it any way you like. So what we're going to do, we are going to start with, of course, 2 blocks of 4. So I take 4 of my blocks and I'm going to remove a little piece of the glue and take the sides of your block, and again just do some glue over here and do enough because we don't want that it falls out of each other. And if you want to be certain, maybe you better can use some wood glue. That's always better than your glue gun. But I do it because it is fast and I want to do it fast for you, or else my videos will even take longer than they are already, and they are already long right now. So don't worry, I won't use the wood glue too much, so you don't have to take too much of your time. And we are going to make a second one with 4, because we are going to make first the back side of our truck. At least this is the way I'm going to try it, because others are, or else it will be one big mess, at least for me. And like this is number 3. And now we're going to do number 4. And like this, squeeze it and press it down. And you see already, like I show you most of the time, but if you're new here and you also are going to start making DIYs with blocks, you see already, if you see this one, you see this is a little bit higher than the other one. So you always have a kind of different sizes of blocks, even when they are at the same package. So don't worry, a lot of us have the same problem. So we are going to look if we get it fitting, and be sure that every glue is away if you want to have it glued next nicely to each other like this. And this is not the greatest one, so I'm going for this size. So just check it out before you glue it, just like this, and place them to each other and press them down like this. Then we already have the bottom of the back side of our truck. Just simple 8 blocks on each other. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make 4 blocks of 2. This is 1, and of course press and squeeze it down. Oh, he was already escaping from me. This is number 2, like this, and squeeze and press it down. I have to say this package is really much different. You see already this one is also much bigger, so we will see how this will turn out. We have to work with it because that's just only the blocks. We don't do nothing about it. Of course, maybe when you buy more expensive blocks, then the blocks hopefully will be much better because you pay a lot more money for it. But that's not my thing. I like to DIY, but always on a budget, so I don't like to pay too much. And I always say you can make cheaper pieces also in high end, so it's just what you do with it. You see, I already have 2 for this size. I already have 2 for this size, and you see already we have an opening. So we are going to do again 2 of 2. So not 4, but I should have said you have to make 6 of 2. That would be a little bit more easier for you. So like this. And now we do the 6th of 4 of 2 like this. And now we also have the middle parts for it like this. So what I'm going to do, because I want to be sure that everything is glued nicely together, I'm going to start with 1 like this, squeeze them together like this, and remove your glue. This is one part, and now we're going to get the other one, but I'm going to glue it inside. So take some glue like this and squeeze it like this and keep them in the same place and keep it fitting nicely like this. And now we take again 2 blocks of 2, glue them together like this. And you see already this is the side for this one. But before we're going to glue it, we are going to glue first this one, or else we have too much trouble to get this one inside. So I don't want to make that mistake. And even when I did, I already made the mistakes for you. That's always better than you are making the mistakes. So you can make them very easily yourself. It's always better that someone else is making the mistakes and not you. So like this. And most of the time I have things in my head, it's always changing by the minute, because maybe I have too much fantasy in my head. That's also possible. Like this. Now I'm going to, I think it feels like this. You see, I had some glue under it. And now I'm going to do some glue on this side. Of course, my glue stick is already. And I'm going to do some glue on this side and some glue on this side, like here. And we are going to place this piece against each other like this. Squeeze and press it down so you get a nice, it's not totally a square, but you see, this is what you get. You get just a top of an, yeah, how you call this? Here in the Netherlands we say rechthoek. So the Dutch word of this video is, of course, the Dutch word of this day is rechthoek. That means it's a little bit off like a square, because if you will do it then it will be a square. But it's, let me know in the comments how you call it. Of course, I can look it up. And I'm going to glue the top on here like this. And do some glue over here and over here. And we are going to place it on top of our bottom of our little backside of the truck. Like this. You see, now you already have the backside of your truck. And I see already here is some glue we need to work away like this. So we are going to put this aside, and then we're going to make the middle piece of the truck. For the middle part of our truck, we are going to make first one with 4 like this. And I have to, of course, the glue is coming out again like this. And I'm going to do the third one like this. And like I always say in every DIY, if you don't want to see how I make it, you are so free to skip forward, of course, because I don't want to take over your precious time, because I know time is precious sometimes. So, but of course, I hope you stay and you enjoy what you see. I have to lay it this way. Now I'm going to take 4 of 2, because we are going to do it in parts like this, again on the smaller side of the blocks, and again squeeze it and press it down like this. I have to be this way. We are going to do a second one and like this. And remove the glue like this. And if you also already made a truck like this, let me know. And maybe you can send me a picture if you already made one, because I love to see what your decoration and your decor is. So if you don't mind, and you don't mind if I show it to on my channel, of course, then I hope you mail it to us to Deco Easy, or on this channel all about Christmas. You'll find the links, of course, in our description box. And also in our description box you will find the free printables. So I have the middle part, and I'm going to glue again, make a square. Before I glue it on top of here, I'm going to place it down like this. I'm going to do this one in front, and I'm going to do this one on here and this one on here. So first we make a nice little kind of a square like this. Again, place it against each other like this. And of course I have to be sure that I glue it right. And I'm going to glue this one on the side over here and just place it against. Of course I have to be sure that I do it the right way, and you see already I have to turn it like this and place and squeeze like this. And now we're going to do this side. Of course we still need to get it in like here, and then we can place it in. You see already, when I was talking and gluing is not the greatest thing. What I should have done, of course, I should have done first this one and then this one on the top. But I did it on the wrong side. So I just hope that I can squeeze it in like this. I'm just going to do my best, but don't make the same mistake like I did. Just be sure and glue it on the right way, not the way I did it. And like this, I have to be sure that I have a nice square. And you see, I have to remove all the glue because I messed up so badly on the side. So I have to get it off, and then we go glue it on top of here. So I did get it in, I did remove the glue, but like I said, this was a failure on my side. So go ahead, make not this mistake. So I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to glue the underside. And of course like this, and place it on top of the 4 we just made. This way, and again place it on top of here and squeeze it and press it down like this, and keep it in place for a couple of seconds until it is dried up. And then you already have a middle piece of your truck, and of course this will be the place where normally the driver would be. And you see already, if you place them together, it already looks a little bit like like boxes. Of course we hope that it will look like a truck. What we're going to do, we are going to make one of 3 blocks like this, and it will be a part of the roof. And this is 1. And we are going to do the second one like this, and squeeze it and press it down. And this is already part of the roof, which we will use later. And of course I need 4 loose blocks, so really separate from each other. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to glue 1. I have to do it right. I have to glue 1 on this side, and I have to glue 1 extra on this side like this. So I'm going to do on this line, I can show it to you in a moment. Don't worry, I will show you. I have to glue this one exactly on the other one, so I have to look right, so I don't miss out on the placing I want to have it, like this. And I show it to you now. You see, he is exactly in the middle of this one. So you have it this way in front of you. Now we're going to place one block also again in the top of this one. Again, do some glue on it like this and place also this one exactly in the middle on top of the other one like this, and also squeeze it and press it down. You see, this is how it is looking like this. And I'm going to go further. Now we're going to go for our roof, and our roof will be one over here, one over here, one over here, one over here, and then we're going to place it on top of it. And then I hope, if everything looks okay, then I hope I will have the top of the truck. I have no idea how it will look like, so we will see how this will turn out. So again, do some glue on this side and on this side. And now we're going to place it down. I have to do it this way in front of you, like this. I have this one lay down and this one, of course, like here. And we have to place it on here and this one on here. And squeeze it and press it down like this. And this is what you get. You see? Very simple. Just glue it on the sides. And now we're going to do the other side, this one and this one also. And we take 2 blocks and again squeeze it like this. And on this side, squeeze it like this. And I have to be right that I have it on the right direction like this and press it down. And now I hope I have a nice roof, but we will see if everything is fitting on top of here. So I have to squeeze a little bit to get it in, of course, like this and like this. And I have to remove the tops. You see, this is already one piece of our, also it looks a little bit funny, but probably when you place this one in front of it, it already looks a little bit more like a truck. So now I will place the roof on top like this. And of course, I hope that it will stay in place. And of course, if you have another way to do it, it's also fine. This is just my way of gluing it. But of course, you can do anything you like. Of course, I have to remove it and keep it in place until it is on here like this. And press it down. And now I really hope when I take my hands away that it's on the on the right place. And you see, this is the little front of our truck. It looks, like I said, it looks different. But believe me, it will look okay. So then we do the front side. For the front side of the truck, we are going to make again 1 of 4. And of course, that will be the part where normally the motor would be. So just do 4. And of course, like I always say, this is just an inspiration. If you have something else you like better on top of it there, or maybe 1 block on a different size of something else, just go ahead. Like I always say, you have to give your own twist on it. This is just an inspiration for you to try one for yourself, but you can change them up any way you like. And this is number 4. And this will be the bottom, like this. And now we're making again a 1 of 4 for the top of the motor place, like this. I don't know if you call it in English also, and here in the net we call it motor cup, the top. But I don't know if you call it in English different. So like this. And now the last block of 4 like this. And then we already have also the top. So the bottom and the top. And now we need only 4 pieces of 2. And of course I have to glue them right like this. Just squeeze them together like this. And this 2 And we are almost there, and then you have the most of my talking behind you, so then you can relax. Then I am keeping quiet, then it won't be too much anymore. So like this, and number 3 of 2, and now we're going for the last number 1 of 2, like this, in the sides. Now we're going to build it together. Of course, we are going to make a nice square again, like this. Of course, I have to look that I don't do it the wrong way. Like this. You have to go this way, and this will be in between, like this. Of course, I have to keep it this way. I have it totally wrong. So I'm going to glue this one on this side. Of course, I have to look that I am doing it right, because or else I have to get it off like this. And you see, this is already a one part, and now we're going to glue this part, and if I am measure out right, it will fit. But of course, I don't want to make the same mistake like I did with the middle part where the driver is sitting, so I'm going to glue this part also again first on top of here, like this. And then we're going to close it up with this part, like this. So then we do some glue on this side and on this side. And we close it. Of course, my glue gun is walking away from me, like this. But a lot of you already know, with me it's always one big chaos. You see, you have again a nice block, and we are going to place it again on top of here. Just do some glue over here, and we are going to do some glue over here, and now we hoping that everything will fit all right. And again, squeeze it and press it down like this. Keep it a couple of seconds pressed down. And now we're going to make the top. Of course, he is totally fitting on here. So again, we are going to get the top with some glue. And we're going to glue this piece and this side like this. And again, place the top of it, and of course press and squeeze it like this. And I always feel immediately if there's a lot of glue which is coming out, then I have to remove it like this. And now we get a nice little box. It looks a lot more like a box, like this. And you see here already, this is what I still need to remove, because if I do my furniture wax later on it, or some paint, maybe I paint it in the black color, I don't know yet, but I also have a truck in the black color. I bought that already years ago. So I'm going to do this one over here and this one in front of here, like this. Now we already have a little view how our truck would be, and it already looks a little bit like a truck. We only need some wheels and some, maybe some little, I don't know, lining around it. I have to look how you call that. I have the 3 parts of our truck, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some wood glue and some glue of my glue gun, because I want to be sure that everything is gluing very sturdy on top of each other. So maybe I will just use only wood glue, we will see. But I'm doing some wood glue on top of it and let it dry for a little moment like this. And just do the middle, don't forget the middle, like this, and also the sides, and let it dry. And I'm going to do this top like this and this way, and just let it dry for a couple of minutes, of as long as it is looking of standing on top of your wood glue. Every wood glue is different, so I let it dry for a couple of minutes. And voila, you see already the base is in each other. And of course I did press the button for taking it up, so I took the 2 parts and just glue it together. But that part, I thought I did press the button, but I didn't, so the camera didn't take it on. So I'm sorry about that, but it's very easy. You see, this is just one, two, three parts, and just squeeze it together, and you have your wood glue on top of here. So you see, this is already the base of our truck. And I know now we go further to build it up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take at least one block like this, and I'm only using one to do exactly in the middle of this tube, like this. So it gives a little bit more like an, not totally a flat piece on here, but a little bit, yeah, like a bow. Yeah, how you call it in, I don't know how you call it here in English. So, but of course, what I was also showing you, you can do maybe if you like two pieces and then one on top of here like this. I have to look for this one. Like this, so you can do three of them. If you like this a little bit better on the front of your truck, this is also very nice too. So you can choose anything you like. And I think I'm going for the one piece like this. But of course, choose anything you like. So I'm going to glue this on top of here. Just do some glue on the back side like this and just glue it on here. And I will do it exactly in the middle like this and squeeze it down. This is already one. And what I'm going to do now, I did, a lot of you who are following me already for a long time, I asked my husband to to make a package of the tumbling tower blocks and just cut them all in halves. So I have a whole box with pieces in half. So that's always very nice, because for my hands, normally I would do it myself, but what I have in my hand, I try to, you don't get the smaller blocks, and in half, that is for me a little bit too small. So that wouldn't be the greatest, and then a whole pack, that wouldn't be a great idea. So I have here two, like this. And what I'm going to do, of course, you can round them a little bit. I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to do with silver a little piece inside, but I'll show you that in a minute. I found the color that I am going to use in the black color, and I'm going to use the lighter gray because I have to try to, that it looks like a mirror. So I'm taking the lighter gray, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make inside, I'm just going to, and this is very light because I almost don't see it. So it is, it is very light. I don't know if this will work or not, so we will see. This is very light. So I'm going to just make a simple, yeah, and it's not totally a square. I showed you in a moment. I'm almost done. Then you have probably a little idea what I will make. It will be a mirror of the truck on the sides of the door. So this is a little bit how it would look, but I don't know if I will darken it up a little bit, but we will see. But of course, later on the rest will be waxed, but I think I'd leave it with this color. It's a little bit lighter color, but you can choose any color you like. You see, I colored both of them. I don't know if this will be a success or not, if it looks like mirrors. We will see later when it's waxed up. I don't know. I have my thoughts about it, so but we will see. I'm going to do some glue on the side like this, and I'm going to place them in the middle of the first block in front of the motor piece like this, and I have to look if I have it in the right spot like this. This is one, and I'm going to try the other one exactly on the same height, but that always is a little bit of a task. So we will see how this will turn out. So I have to look if I have them a little bit on the same. And I am lucky. He is really, he's on the same side, like this. So now we already have the mirrors, and I know they are, they are, from my side, when I see it in the camera, it looks a little big, but no matter, we will see how this will turn out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to fill it with the back side. And of course, you even can make a half of this block. So, but don't worry, maybe later you will say it looks okay. So we will see. I think I'm going to lay again a couple of my half blocks, one over here probably, and one over here, and one over here, and one over here. And I'm going to take some bigger blocks like this, and I will glue them probably together like this, and then I'm going to glue them on this side over here. So it's very easy to make. So I'm going to take two bigger blocks, glue the end tops, squeeze them together like this, and remove your glue. And what we're going to do, we're going to take a half block and we're going to glue it exactly on top of this one like this, and we're going to do another half and we're going to glue it on this side exactly on the, and then you get this. It's very easy, two blocks and one on the, if you look at this way, it's just like some step thing where you use also for when you're doing sports. You can step it up, but at least we are going to glue this one on here, and then it will look like it has a little of rails on the side like this. I have to squeeze it back a little bit, but that gives a strange look to you like this. So I'm going to make the second one. We got both of our railings finished. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take some glue on this side of our truck and on this side, just a little piece. And then we are going to glue it on top of here, but totally at the ending, like this. And of course I have to find that I have it in the right spot, like this. Like this, and you see this is how he's looking like. I will show it to you right now. And on the back side he looks a little bit like this. You have kind of spoilers outside. I don't know if I call it right, at least I call it spoilers. I will do the other one. My second one is also on top of here, and this is how he's looking like on the back side. And of course you can decorate it any way you like, because it's your design and your car of truck, so do it any way you like. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take some wooden rounds and I'm going to make some wheels. For the wheels of the truck, my idea was to use this kind of wooden slices. You can, this is just hobby slices, so you can buy them anywhere. I always order them online, but you see already, when I would place them over here, they are so big. So this wouldn't be a great thing. So what I was thinking, maybe if I take 3 tumbling tower blocks, glue them together and just made a round on it. And then I hope they don't fall apart, because the glue from the, and you can use wood glue of course, but then it takes a little bit more longer. So I did 3 of my tumbling tower blocks, glue them like this together with my glue gun, so we get a nice square. And I made with my round on top of here, I made this one, and on this side one, and on this side, and then I got a totally round piece. And this is how they turned out. And now I also have a thicker wheel, so I did take out my jigsaw and I saw this one out, and it still did stay on top of each other. I thought this will break apart, because like I said, the glue of the glue gun is not the greatest. So, but it didn't fall apart, so it is still in one tact. So if you have not laying around a little bit of the thicker slices or something else, 3 tumbling tower blocks just like this, glue them together in a square, and then make a round on it and just saw it out. And I used my jigsaw, but you also can use a hand saw just to saw it out. And now they are a little bit more fitting for our truck. And even when I see my truck in the thing, it still looks on camera not a truck. When I see it in real life, it looks like a truck already, but when I see it on camera, I think you thinking, what is that? But believe me, trust me, it will look like a truck. I took out my placemats with this for the painting, and I took some black schoolboard paint and I am going to paint them black. And you see already I have 5 wheels, But of course this was a failure, but I'm going to use it as a spare tire on our truck. So this is just an experiment. I don't know how it will turn out, but we will see that later. So if you have one with is not the greatest, just keep it, don't throw it away. And we're just going to look for how we can use it in our truck. So don't always throw things away. You think there's not you can't use it, but most of the time you still can use it. So I will paint all 5 of them. I painted all 5 of them in the black color, and what I did, I tried out with my gray marker to make a middle piece in the tire, but I don't know if I like this better, or maybe I just do one gray line around it. I hope you can see it a little bit because it's still not totally dry. So I think I'm going for only a little center of gray over here, just like this. But of course, if you like a totally gray piece in the middle, it's also fine too. You can choose anything you like. So I will make this with my marker, but you can also do it with some paint. I have all my wheels with a little of the gray line, and I think that fits a little bit more with my truck, but go ahead, take any color you like. And of course, I'm laying this aside, and what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get my truck and I'm going to give it a furniture wax. I use a very cheap brand furniture wax always, so you can buy them anywhere you like. And I'm going to do this with some rustic color because it's a little bit more of the darker brown color, if you can see it. Of course, you can do it in a little bit lighter color, but I do it in this color. And then we will see already how he will change up only when you do some wax on top of here. Because now he's still not looking really like, like a truck on your side. But on my side he looks already a little bit better. So I will do the whole truck and then we're going to glue the wheels on top of here. See already our truck is totally in the furniture wax. What we're going to do, I'm going to take a piece of kitchen towel and I wipe away the wax we don't need because we like a little smooth truck and not a really truck which is sticking all over with the wax. So we are going to make it smooth with a little piece of kitchen towel. I changed up a little bit of my tires because I only made a gray round around here and I thought it didn't look totally like a tire. So what I did, I just did some cross over here and like this and like this. Very simple, and now I think it looks really more like a tire. And I used my metallic silver color, but of course you can change it up with any color you like. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue now the tires on top of here, and we use the one which is a mix-up like this one. We are going to glue on the back side of our truck. Getting the tires on the right angle is always a little bit difficult because you always do your best to, to keep it in the place you're going to need. So I'm doing some glue over here. I'm just going to place it like here. And now I'm going to get my wheel and I'm going to try to get it a little bit even like this. And I'm only placing first one like this. Keep it in place. And now we're going to measure out a little bit where I want to have the second one. Of course, also do some glue over here like this. And you do enough because there's a wax under it, and most of the time then your wheel is breaking off. And so try to get it on the same length like you have your other tire. And I have to look, so I hope then when I place it place it down, he doesn't wobble. So we will see how this will turn out. I will do the other two. And the truck is standing on his feet. You see already? Now we're going to do the back side and we are going to glue this piece on the back side like an extra wear tire. And of course you can place it anywhere you like. Of course you can also place it on the back side over here. So I'm still debating if I do it here or if I will do it here. You see already I did the wheels and of course the backside wheel on top of our truck, but I was looking at my truck at the front side and I don't like it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one block, I'm going to glue it in the middle of this middle block like this over here, and then I'm going to do two little rounds as lights on top of here. But first I'm going to put it in some furniture wax and then I'm going to glue it on top of here. And then we're going to do the lights, and I don't know if I do the lights the regular way, just like white lights, or maybe I do it in the black color. I have to see. So, but I didn't like it this way, so I just used one block. So I'm going to do some glue, of course, like this on top of here. And like I said, I'm going to place it, I have to look, of course, in the middle of this too. Like this. I have to make sure that I have it on the right place like this, and I show it to you right now. And I'm going to do it in some furniture wax, and then we're going to do the lights, and then he will be finished and ready to decorate. And you see, this is the front now of our truck, and of course I did the little piece of wood, of course one tumbling towel block. I did the little rounds on top of here. This is very simple wooden rounds. And of course you can use a piece of cardboard, it doesn't matter, it just as long as a little round. I'm still debating if I am doing it with a little bit of the gray metallic or totally in the black. I will have to debate, but if you want to look at more real, then you have to of course go for a little bit of the lighter yellow that looks really like headlights. But this is for me a decor piece, so for me it doesn't matter if it is totally fitting and the right way. So I just take it as a nice piece for my decor. In a moment you see the end reveal, and of course I show you also then a little bit how you can do your truck on the back side. And here you see a quick inspiration how you can do it for the Christmas season. I just did some Christmas greenery inside of the back of the truck, some red berries, some blackberries and some pineapple. And you already have a nice little display for in your Christmas decor. And you see we kept the truck very simple and neutral, so you can change it up for any season. So right now you see a quick impression from how you can do it for this season, the spring season and Easter season. And here you also see a quick impression how you can change it up for this season. You can do it for the spring season, you can do it for the Easter season. And you see already I did a cute little bunnies inside of it. And I have also made my little two signs you see on the sides. And of course you will make them for 3 tumbling towel blocks, glue them together, do some print on top of it with some Mod Podge, and you already have your own signs for in your tray. Of course, you will find the free printables down below in my description box for all the seasons, so go ahead, check it out. And of course, I show you my little bunny in the back side of the truck also a little bit closer. But first, I have to thank you so much for being here and spending a little moment of your day together with me. Of course, I hope you already give it a try to make the truck, and if you didn't, of course, if I can recommend it, please make this one because it will look very nice in your decor. So enough talking. If you like this content, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and our main channel Deco Easy. All the links are below. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I hope to see you Saturday. Bye.